What's up, fam? I remembered to unmute my microphone this time. I'm super excited. Be back with y'all, back after the Thanksgiving break. Belly's getting bigger, beard's getting bigger, but it's like good, getting muscle in there. So, the overall good thing. Great Thanksgiving break. I spent the time with my family up in Dallas. So, headed up there last Tuesday. I apologize. I said I was going to do a live Tuesday night. Ended up getting there a little bit later than expected. Got in around like 6:30 ish, and then I had to finish up some stuff with work, and didn't finish everything till like 7 something, and to the gym and called it a night. And then I moved to the Thursday, and was like, Thursday came, and I thought I was gonna have time afterwards, but hanging out with family and stuff, I was like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. So I apologize for that. Honestly, I think my kind of thought process was, oh, I'm on vacation, I have more time, I can do some more live streams and stuff. Actually, probably, yeah, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna just take the week off and not worry about this stuff. Even though I love doing live streams, and maybe if I'm gone for like an extended period of time, I only had off of work like 3 or 4 days for Thanksgiving. So maybe it's like a couple weeks, then I might throw in a live stream in between there. But when I'm going to be out of town, I'm probably not going to do a live stream just because I never actually get around to doing it. But it was a good time. Family I haven't seen for a little bit. We all went together at my sister's house up in Dallas, and it was a good time. Got to hang out with my friend Dallin again, childhood friend. We were going to go out to well, technically I went up there, but we went out to a country dancing hall, and it was pretty fun. And him and his wife, they did not bring their IDs. So, and they went back, tried to get him. He got his, found out his wife didn't even bring her ID on the trip. So, it was back in Houston. Sad day, but we'll hit it up next time. I'll bring maybe one of my lady friends. Anyway, let's go ahead and that's about the updates I kind of had for this week. I'm all dressed up just because I literally just came back from work like an hour ago. Busy day at work, got a lot of stuff done. Super productive day. Been munching on. Oh man, I love this thing. Great tip for bulking right here. You can clip this, but if you want a bulking snack, those chocolate covered almonds from Costco, that's your snack of choice that you should be eating throughout the day. Heck of calories, taste really good, they're addicting, and no better bulking snack than that. So anytime I'm gonna be bulking, grab one of these. I go through them super fast. I can literally go through half a bottle, half a tub in like a day or so, which is really bad. Like the amount of calories. I think this whole entire thing might have like 6 or 7 thousand calories in it. So 4,000 calories just from eating some chocolate covered almonds. Let's go ahead and hop into tonight's topic. As I kind of do these lives, there will be probably some lives will be a little bit longer. I'm gonna try to shoot for most of these lives to be a little bit on the shorter side, just because I know people have places to be. I have stuff to do. I haven't eaten dinner yet and stuff like that. I'm hecka tired, but I was actually really excited to do this one tonight just because I haven't done one in a little bit, and this is a pretty good topic tonight. But I'm gonna probably shoot for like 20 to 30 minutes for most of my lives, and then maybe in the future I might have some guests, or there might be a little bit deeper content or topic I'm going to be covering, or if I get my audience a little bit bigger, then potentially throw in some Q&A at the end as well. And if there's a or kind of a request video like we did on AI, I might go a little bit longer on those as well to kind of hit all the points that whoever's requesting the topic wants me to hit. But let's go ahead and hop into tonight's topic, and that is, do women really like dad bods? Now, this was a big topic several years ago, and it still is a big topic nowadays. You might see those TikToks or those shorts or reels where it's like the guy walking up to the girls like, fit bod, dad bod, or like, do you really like dad bods? And all the girls say, and it's kind of the stereotype is like, oh, I like dad bods better, type of a thing. And we'll go into it. There's big difference between what women think are dad bods versus what men think, and kind of the general population of people think are like what a dad bod is. So that's big misconception right there. To be honest, kind of overview, yes, typically women do like dad bods, but like I said, the definition of dad bods between men and women definitely differ for sure. And then I'm gonna hit also what physique women are most attracted to, kind of the features within that. And there is a golden ratio, which my guy Rich Cooper talks about a lot, but it is literally statistically and scientifically proven. I'm pretty sure. I didn't look for the study. I looked up a couple different articles. Actually, I might look up that study for y'all and put it in the description. Let me actually just take a second and see if I can find it. Um, Maybe I did find it. The Adonis ratios. Someone talked about it, but perfect. Okay, I don't want to give the it away. Oh, actually, it is. So I'll share it on here too. But when we get to that section, all right. The big question: do women really like dad bods? The question is yes, but the also question is no, depending on what you define as a dad bod. Let's go ahead and dive into what a dad bod is to women versus what a dad bod is to men. Now, typically to women, obviously there's no 100% like this is the definition for all women because people's opinions and definitions differ between one another. So, generally speaking, and I do generally speak about most things on my live streams, but generally women think a dad bod, and this is from me asking many women, videos of many guys asking women, and also kind of data which I'll show you from surveys and stuff. But women think when you say the word dad bod, most women think of a guy who's pretty has a muscular base and a decent muscular build, but has a little bit higher body fat percentage. So you're not going to be shredded, ripped 6 pack, 8 pack abs. You might be able to see one or two abs or two like layers of abs, but generally a little bit higher body fat percentage. I'd say roughly around 25%. That's what to a woman. So think of Channing Tatum, Jason Momoa type looking guy. I'll go ahead and I'll pull up some pictures as we speak. So, sorry, I should have had this pulled up already. All right, let me go ahead and share the screen real quick. So, not all of these pictures, but say like this picture right here. I don't know, it sucks. You can't even see my mouse. But this picture right here that I pulled up, it's gonna pop up. But this picture right here, that's what women think dad bods are. So, like I said, like around 25. All right, I don't want to look at this guy's Pinterest page. Let's also look at Jason Momoa. All right, like I said, not with him like ripped, but this picture is a good representation. It's like muscular build. You can tell he works out, but not really visible abs, if any. You might be able to see a little bit, one or two abs maybe, or maybe even like the slight outline of the outer abs. That's typically what women think a dad bod is. Around 25% body fat. Like if you look up 25 body fat man. Like here actually like is a good representation of the different body fat percentages. All right, that's a super blurry picture. All right, here's a good one. So like shredded 6 to 7%, 8 to 10% pretty shredded still, 11 to 12%. That's if you mean pretty generous, but like 25 to 30% or even 20 to 24%, like that's what women think dad bod is. When in reality, like a guy, or actually more like these pictures are actually not very representative. Like, yeah, this one's a little bit better. So like 20% right here, that's what they think the dad bod is. It's pretty muscular in my opinion. You can't really super see their abs; they're not super defined. Even 50%, a little bit lower, is a little bit more defined. Let's blow this up a little bit bigger. All right, no. All right, here we go. That way, you kind of see everything. So this is what women think dad bod is: 25 to 20%. Pretty muscular skill. All right, and now let's go into what men and what kind of what the average person thinks a dad bod is. I mean, if you think of my opinion, if you ask most guys, they think of kind of like fat, maybe even to the point obese, definitely a beer belly, so pretty big belly, definitely not even like a hint or a sense of abs of any kind. Around 40% body fat. We're thinking like a Jonah Hill, a Homer Simpson type of a look. Like, let's go ahead and look up Jonah Hill. And I think at one point Jonah Hill actually kind of got to decent shape. But like this is what we're thinking dad bod is. Like, oh sorry, I'm not sharing my screen. Something like this. Like that's what we think a dad bod is. Or another one is uh was it Seth Rogen? Yeah. They're all kind of like the same person, same build. It's like this is a great picture actually right here. I should have used this as my thumbnail, but literally this is what guys right here, Seth Rogen on the right. This is what guys think is a dad bod, and then right here on the left, Zac Efron. This is what women think is a dad bod. So the clear like night and day difference is like not even really close. But that's what guys generally think as a dad bod. So I will go back to my main camera. And like I said, Homer Simpson, Jonah Hill, Seth Rogen, around 40% body fat. Sorry, I'm going to share my screen again. Like, what is 40% body? This is what 40% body fat looks like. Even 35%. Like, this is dad bod range if you ask the average guy. If you ask the average girl, they'll probably think this is dad bod range and then this is ripped. So clear difference. So women kind of tell the truth when they're like, yeah, they actually really do like dad bods because they define dad bods as 15 to 25% body fat. Guys, on the other hand, they're like, definitely not because it's like 30 to 40% what we think of dad bods. Literally a beer belly. That's like, think of my dad. Like, my dad was still kind of is fat, but that's what you think of a dad bod instead of like a muscular build. There's not really much, if any, muscle. It's more definitely more fat than muscle. Here, what women think is definitely more muscle than fat. All right, now let's go into a couple of articles. So there's this one by the Guardian, which talks about the return of the bad bod. Survey finds people prefer a softer male body type. Now, this was done, I believe, in 2021 or 2019, something like that. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I was about to say it's behind a paywall. I'll be so upset because I just looked at it. But it says 75% of respondents to a survey conducted by dating.com. I think they did what, 2,000 people, something like that. Yeah, 2,000 participants. They preferred a soft, round male body type to a more toned one. The term dad bod and it goes about like the term dad bod and got pretty big in the 2010s. And they reference this article is Zac Efron apparently getting shamed for having a dad bod. I pulled this up right here, which is like, if you think that's a dad bod, then clearly your definition of a dad bod is not accurate because he's still pretty muscular. He's just not ripped. Like, if you call that a dad bod, then that's probably like 20, less than 20% of the average male population looks like that. So that ain't no dad bod. But referencing, like I said, women's idea of dad bods are definitely different than guys' depictions of what a dad bod is. So found 20% of participants claimed that a dad bod did not matter at all. 15% liked Barbie or Ken like body type, so ripped abs. And I'm not going to go into all this. There's not too much left after, but that's kind of what they think a dad bod is. Now, what women actually like is what we call a swimmer's body. So if you think of like a swimmer's body, you think of Michael Phelps and stuff like that. So if you kind of look back on our body fat percentage, like I said, 15 to 25%, like that's the sweet range. They don't want necessarily, and this is generally speaking, obviously there's certain women that like super toned abs and you're ripped and shredded and stuff like that. Um, I'd say generally most women don't really like a huge bodybuilder type build. Like, I mean, I'm pretty big myself, but I'm not like C bum size, and I don't think I won't ever be that big just because I don't enhance myself. I'm natural, which is also another reason why I stay natural, just because it's like no one really likes that except for other dudes. But yeah, they like the swimmer's body, so it's like you're not super lean, but you're lean enough. You have a little bit maybe higher body fat percentage than a super ripped guy. But the key is that V taper. Now there's a magic ratio for a V taper, and it's scientifically proven. And let me actually pull that study up right here. And I'm gonna put all these links in the description. But there's literally the perfect body according to science. So I'm not gonna read all of this, but right here, the V-shaped torso. Like I said, the V taper, a swimmer's body, like I mentioned. An archives of sexual behavior study reveals that women are most attracted to muscular men whose shoulders measure 1.6 times the size of their waist. So that's the magic ratio that Rich always talks about, and I talk about as well. 1.6 times. So you want your shoulders to be 1.6 times the size of your waist. Now, you it's not necessarily circumference of your waist, obviously, but it's the length or how wide your waist is. So, kind of like from your hips, how long that is compared to the outer tips of your shoulders. That is what's called the golden ratio for the best looking physique that women are attracted to. Now, it talks about what the golden ratio is, and 1.16, technically it's like 1.618, but it's like rounded up to 1.62. Uh, and it goes a little more into detail, and let me see how they actually measure it. So the closer you can get your waist, okay. 30-inch waist. Oh, okay. So I'm mistaken. So it is actually the circumference of your waist compared to the. Okay, so I think you get to do it either way. So it's like the length of your waist or how wide your waist is, just like straight across compared to how wide your back is straight across. Or you can do the circumference of your waist compared to the circumference around your shoulders. I think that's what it's talking about. I haven't measured mine recently, but I believe the last time I measured it, it was around like 1.7 or something like that. So maybe I'm a little bit too wide. I do have pretty wide shoulders and I have relatively small waist, just for my genetics. But I have bulked up, so that's probably my waist has gotten a little bit bigger than, and my shoulders honestly haven't gotten like that much bigger than say my waist has since I've been bulking. But that is the golden ratio. So if you're looking at anything to enhance your attractability physically to for women, it is that golden ratio. It is make sure one of the most important things is get that magic ratio 1.62, 1.6 waist to shoulder to waist ratio. Get that on point, and statistically it's proven. All right, and then also the last thing, at the end of the day, women just kind of want to feel small. That's why women kind of always have that height thing, and it's not just height; it's also kind of like bigness as well. Because you could be like 6'1" or 6'2", but you're a stick, and they just want to feel protected, and that's the kind of the inherent nature of why they kind of are attracted to guys that are a little bit bigger. The dad bod, they say, because they want to feel small at the end of the day. And yeah, I also like to have a woman feel small compared to me. That's why I'm not into super big girls or super tall girls. That's why also tall girls don't necessarily want guys their same size or shorter, because it's that idea of protection and feeling small. Just because if you're a woman, you feel big, it's kind of weird. Like you kind of feel maybe you're fat or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a woman, so I can't explain that exactly. But kind of that idea, and also it's masculine to be like, oh yeah, I'm huge compared to my girl or whatever. All right, so that's kind of my topic. I wanted to touch on tonight. A little bit shorter, very much to the point, but I'm gonna link all the studies and the articles into the description just because they are, I think, really interesting reads. Like I said, at the end of the day, kind of recapping everything. Dad bods, men and women think they're literally the very different in comparison to each other. The perfect epitome is that is, I believe it's from Neighbors, the movie, or Bound for, sorry. Yeah, Bound for. I have no idea what movie that is. They're also in Neighbors together. Actually, no, it is from Neighbors. What am I talking? I'm checking out right now. But literally, that's the epitome of kind of the difference what men and women think in the terms of when they hear dad bods. Seth Rogen is what men thinking. Zac Efron is what women are thinking. So, what physique most women are attracted to the most is definitely swimmer's body, V taper, magic ratio 1.62, shoulder to waist ratio. If you don't have it, get it. That's the secret. Women want to feel small. They want to feel their guys bigger than them and can protect them. But that's about it for tonight. I am very hungry. I've been just literally my dinner has been almonds. I typically don't eat lunches during work. I had some protein bars, had a lot of work to do, so I'm gonna go out, get myself a pizza. I started the new, not new series, but it's the kind of like superhero, supervillain series, Unbreakable, and then there's Glass and Split, or Split and then Glass. I started Unbreakable last night, and I'm going to finish it, eat a freaking whole Domino's pizza. That way I can hit my macros for today just because I'm bulking. I'm around 202, 201.6 right now. Goal is hit 210 by the end of the year, beginning of next year. So gotta grind for that. It's hard. It was pretty easy during Thanksgiving because I was just eating a bunch of crap, but now that I'm like working and stuff, kind of back to normal life, it's gonna be a little bit more challenging. So gotta fit those calories in. All right. But as with everything, trying to help you guys get stronger, smarter, healthier, wealthier. So go ahead, follow for more lives, follow for more tips. Always stay pumped. We're in a pump cover right now. Oh, well, and also along the lines of men's value tips, I've been slacking super hard. I literally haven't posted one in literally, I think, like almost a month, if not a month or longer. So my plan is kind of overall social media strategy. I kind of got um, sidetracked by a lot of stuff. I never opened my sparkling water, so here we go. But my strategy, kind of going forward, or at least for right now, is I want to definitely post more frequently on my Buff Asian page. I met over the break. Met this guy. He's been the strength training and strongman, and he's a coach for that, and he's kind of built his social media. So I was asking him some questions about that, and he's just really consistent on that, just posting whatever for fitness. So I think I'm going to focus a little bit more, at least on a daily basis, content wise, on my Buff Asian page, so my fitness page, and then obviously lives are going to be a priority as well. So those are the kind of the two main priorities, like Buff Asian page, like posts and stories and reels, and then also these live streams, and then kind of a little bit more on the back burner. I still want to try at least, instead of twice a week now, felt like that was a little bit overkill for myself, but one time a week, a men's value tip, because that's really what it was supposed to be. It's like a men's weekly value tip, weekly men's value tip. So want to go back to the weekly, and then also just posting clips from these lives as well. But if you have any specific topics you'd like to request, shoot me a DM or leave it in the comments. And any other topics that you want me to hit or you want to see in the future or any collabs that you want me to do, just let me know. I will be sure to do them. And for my next live for Thursday, I was thinking best overall sneaker. So like the number one sneaker I actually go with. I actually need to get more pairs of the shoe. I already have one, three, four. I only have 3 pairs of the shoe, but I need to get more. And I'll reveal kind of what that shoe is on Thursday. But the best overall shoe. So think about work, lifestyle. You can work out in these. You can't necessarily run in them per se, but all the way from comfort, style, looks, versatility wise, I say it's the best overall shoe that, and I've worn lots of shoes over the years, but most versatile, like I said, professional use, recreational use, workout use, stylish use is the shoe, and I'll reveal it on Thursday. But thanks y'all for watching. I'll leave you to it. Gonna go get my pizza, chill for the night. I've been working a lot today, and there's still lots of more work to do in the next coming days. But catch y'all later. Have a good night. Peace. And you know what time it is. Time for that outro.